welcome to a surprise Friday final girl stream. Man, y'all, I was gonna do an Instagram post. I was gonna do all kinds of things. Shepherd, do not mess up. No, the game is set up, dude. You don't get, no. Just so y'all can see what's happening here. Shepherd is the actual monster we're fighting today, apparently. You are now sat right in front of my monitor. I can't see what I'm doing. Why is he a nightmare? Why is he a nightmare? Ooh, John Tripp says, I was just watching the Shriek playthrough video on Ryder Games YouTube channel when I got this alert. It's a Final Girl Friday for sure. Now, hold on. Do I have a doubled up chat situation? Shep, you are standing in front of where I need to see. Hold on, I think we have multiple chats showing on this screen here. I'm trying to capture. I see what's happened. Oh no, things are happening. Okay, hold on, everyone. Shepherd, I can't, dude. I can't resize my window because I'm doing a display capture for the multi-chat, but I am also getting doubled up chat from Twitch, and Shep is sitting right in front of where I need to see to be able to turn that off. So we'll do that in a minute. Thank you so much for that subscription, A Pantaloni. I will probably turn off alerts as we go into the game just for the future YouTube crowd. But hi, we are going to play the Don't Make a Sound feature film. We've got the Eyeless, and we've got sandworms in the town of Utopia, and Clancy Knocked you can watch here or Twitch, wherever you want. I'm co-streaming to both, so whatever your platform you prefer is, I am happy about. What is happening here? Hold on, I'm gonna refresh my YouTube page just to make sure it looks like it's doing what I want it to do. Okay, there it is. Very good. So yeah, whatever platform you like to be on is the one for you. Chat is hard to read. I know, Link Diablo. I have to fix it, but Shepherd, if you've just gotten here, I was just talking about it. Shep, come here. Look, here's some popcorn. I need you to move, buddy. I'm gonna pick them up because I just can't see what I need to adjust to make the chat work. Come here. Come on. I'm sorry. Otherwise, that is a good place for you to be. Otherwise. Okay. Now I can fix. Hold on. I can fix this. I just have to turn Twitch chat off. Now it should be readable. Maybe not perfect, but it should be pretty decent. So now you should be able to see my window that I have that is a multi-chat situation, so I can see both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And now, if you're watching this after it was live, you will also be able to see both YouTube and Twitch chat. Well, Bagger, thank you for that subscription at Tier 2. I really appreciate that. If you don't know what that's about, that's a Twitch thing. But I'm very happy to have you watching this on YouTube, wherever you like it. And again, this will live on YouTube so that you might be seeing this later. So here's some cool things that's happening. 1, I've got popcorn. 2, am I the next guest host of GCR? Oh, Glass Cannon Radio? They have not asked me, so not planned, but maybe. Maybe they'll ask me the next time they need a guest host. I've popped in before to contribute to a segment, but, yeah. Who knows what I was talking about? Who could say? No one knows. I'm just gonna mute. No, I'll just turn off the alerts. Hold on. Right? Yes, no, I'll just mute them. I'll just mute them. So, since this is like a horror film, I've got my popcorn. This is what I was gonna talk about. Let's go over to the gameplay screen. Here we are. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Here we are, Final Girl. I know, there's just some lens distortion happening here. There is a new little Final Girl rolly dice tray that came in my box of tier dice stuff that Zumherger sent over. So thank you very much to Zumherger for that. Let's see if there's glare. A new space is being built right now for me to stream from, so I should be able to figure out the glare situation a little better when that space is ready. But I will be using tier dice for the first time. Very exciting to be rolling with not red dice. And then as I collect tiers, I've chosen side B for the tier board. I know that's a little out of focus, but it doesn't have a glare on it. So I'll be able to, as I collect little tier tokens, when I roll the tier symbol on the die, which is a fail symbol, and only when I resolve a fail for an attempt will I get the tiers. And then I can use the tiers to do certain things. So I can spend 1 tier to gain a time, 2 to move 1 space, 3 to convert a half success to a full success, 4 to roll 6 dice, and 5 to reveal my ultimate ability. So we'll see how that goes. There's another side too, but I thought this one sounded interesting. I am going to thank you for the follow and the bit, Zumherger, earlier. Like I said, I am going to have my alerts off audio-wise for future YouTube watchers, but I'm going to make them smaller right now as well, so they're a little less visually obtrusive. Mayor of Canada, clown funding, that's very funny. Hey Von Blade, hopefully it's not as grim in setting as the previous one. I don't think it is as grim in setting. This one's a little more like we're in Tremors. A little bit. That's at least the Utopia setting. The Eyeless is a little less like Tremors. I think it's more like, not Bird Box. What movie is it? But yeah. Okay, I'm just looking for... Isn't live streaming great? Where are my browser sources? Here we go. Here we go. I'm just going to make my little alert box smaller for now. Okay. I think we should play this game. A Quiet Place. That makes sense. Don't make a sound. A Quiet Place. Bird Box is one where you couldn't look at them, right? I don't know. I didn't see either one. Mayor of Canada is going to the World Series of Board Gaming. That's amazing. What are you going to compete in? That's so awesome. Thank you for the alert, Tantarlus. Okay. Hi, Dichotic. I hope you're able to get some sleep. Okay. Open play badge only. Oh, I hope you have such a great time, Mayor of Canada. That's wonderful. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's play. So, put my popcorn over here. In this feature film, Don't Make a Sound, we are going up against the Eyeless. So, this doesn't feel as in focus as it could to me. Hold on. That feels a little better. Does that feel better to everyone? Brian Montero, I do have a little window that combines both my Twitch and YouTube chat logs, which I've now done a display capture of to be able to show on screen. So we'll be able to see everything, but it's a little like plug-in through Stream Elements and OBS that I'm using to do that, which is nice. It's my first time being able to like get them all in one place, which I think is really nice for me and hopefully is nice for y'all. You can see like everyone kind of talking together there on screen. It is pretty cool. Okay, so this feels more in focus, so that's good. It's still not look, y'all, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Excuse me. Let me see if I can make this a wee bit better. Oh, no, okay, I think that's pretty decent. Making it so if it's in focus, it's showing me red. Okay. Focus assist off. Okay. That should be a lot better. Yeah. Okay. Boy. Exciting. So, and yes, thank you for reminding me we will need to do an event before we start. I will put it there so we do not forget it. So the Eyeless, we start on a level 4 for the horror. They have 10 health, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mystery amount. I am, well, we'll talk about me in a moment. Cat hair everywhere. So on the killer phase, the Eyeless is just going to target a victim and then a final girl and then move 1 space. But all of their attacks and things are going to come from the terror deck. So that's where a lot of that is. We're also, during the upkeep phase, need to be pulling 2 sand snake cards, and that's because we're in Utopia where there are sand snakes under the ground, and these are going to, if they pop up in a space where someone is, they're going to do damage. Shepherd is literally stealing popcorn right now. Dude, don't spit it back out into the bowl. No, I don't want your soggy cat popcorn. Come here, come on. This guy, y'all. Hey, Acorn Squash. So that's like the main stuff. It looks like we have exits with some people starting in them here, here, and here. Just those 3, it looks like. These spaces that have little rock symbols, boulders, there's 3 of them, I think. If you're there, you are safe from the sand snakes. Items, we've got some canned chili in the bunker, which is very funny to me. I know they're like fallen off slightly out of focus, but if you have canned chili, you can ignore the effects of a sand snake 3 times. A telescoping 10-foot pole, which I guess we can use to pole vault around the board, and a hubcap over there in the sheep farm, because that makes sense. Ignore damages to shield. Okay, we are playing as Help Me Rhonda, help me get him out of my heart. We're going to be playing as Rhonda. I chose her because over Megan, the other final girl in this set, because she only needs 4 victims to unlock her ultimate ability. And I really want to try and get items and save victims today. I know I always say that, but I want to actually try and do it. Hey, Box Meeples, I actually will be at the UK Games Expo at the end of May. So if y'all, anyone's going to be at UKGE at the end of this month, and you see me, look out for me. Come say hi to me. I'd love to see you. Freak Boy and W says the 10-foot pole should also be useful for touching things. It's not, but it should be. If this were D&D, it would be, you know? Thank you, PB2442. Hey, Jacob, how are you? Sure, totally will save victims. Acorn Squash knows that I say this every time. And do I get it done? I try to get it done. My intentions are to get it done. It just doesn't mean it happens. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we just start. Just try not to do it all on turn 1 and lose your cards. Camelisk has reminded me of one more important thing about this setting. Pardon me for talking with my mouth full. We're going to create noise. So because of Utopia, this is a location rule, and the sand snakes, as you might remember from something like Trimmers, Aw, Box Meeples? Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. I will try and see y'all there. No clue what's happening. Yes, this is my first stream with the tier dice, so kindly sent to me by Zimherger, who you may see in chat. So everything we do creates noise. Certain weapons and things are going to create more noise. We have noise cards to help label weapons is either +1 noise or +3 noise, depending on what they are. Like, a melee weapon is probably just +1 noise because it creates noise for those like in the space with you could be able to hear you. But like a gun can be heard at range, right? So that would be +3 noise. But every action card we play to do something will raise up our noise level right here. So it'll move along our track like this. And wherever it's at is going to have an effect potentially on things on our tarot cards. Oh my gosh, I just realized I have the entire tarot card deck set there and not 10 cards. So we have to fix that. So everything we do is going to create noise, which means I think I might need to practice having better action economy this game. Because the more I do, the more noise I'm going to create, which means I'm more likely to be attacked by a sandworm. All right, let's pull out 10 cards for our tarot deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are our 10 cards. Who knows what kind of a mix they are, but there's that. Set those aside. Okay, Paula needing better action economy? Hush, chat. Let's see what our first event is. To start the game, I've actually remembered. An earthquake! Oh, good. This means we're going to collapse a space immediately. A sinkhole opens up. That's what these tokens are for. Oh, boy. Roll to determine which space collapses. A 2. 1 to 3, the crossroads. Oh, that sucks. That's up here. Place a sinkhole token in the collapsed space and apply the sinkhole effects. So this means we're basically cut off from that part of the board. We can no longer go through that space. So now instead of being 2 spaces away between the bunker and the exit there, it is now 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away. And that's true for us and the enemies. So yeah, you know, earthquake, you'd think that earthquake would raise the sound level a little bit, but luckily it doesn't. Maybe because it was made by the sandworm itself. At least we can still get to the exit. That is true. It's not completely trapped off. Okay. I'm just going to put this at the bottom of the deck. Oops. So, let's start the game. Let's see here. Well, I feel like we go to the bunker, pick up this person, get a search card, and next turn, although I don't really care that much about canned chili, but I could try and get it. I'm 1 space away from the bunker. So why not try to go there and try to get the canned chili? I won't be able to get the canned chili on this turn because I don't have a search card this turn. But I could do it next turn. I've dropped popcorn. There it is. Thank you for the good luck wishes. No clue what's happening. Yeah, 3 musketeers. Why doesn't the earthquake destroy the sandworms? Good question. Start small. I'm going to try to move to the bunker. That's all I want to do. I just want to move to the bunker. From here to here. That's just 1 space of movement. So, okay, wait. Should I try to lower the horror? Should I use a focus first, or should I just try and walk? Everything I do is going to create noise. What do y'all think? So for those of you who are better at this game than me, should I try and lower the horror sooner in the game? Or does it matter? Okay, Freak Boy W says we should try and lower it. It will take 3 turns at least to get to 3 dice. That's true. Okay, I'm going to focus, and then I'm going to move, and I think that will be it for this turn. Diffuse, I think the earthquakes are just misidentified sandworm movement, frankly. Okay. Kamla says you should lower the horror, but I generally think it's better to move once than use all the time to get better cards. Interesting. True. I recommend rolling the dice well. Usually helps. You know, that's really good advice. All right, let's try to walk. So I'm rolling 2 dice. Tier dice. Let's see what happens. Into my little Final Girl dice tray here. First roll of the game. Okay, I get 1 success, so I don't get a tier. So there's a tier here for my tier dice I'm playing with. But I only get this tier if I get a total failure on the roll. So this is not a it's a small handicap, but I'm not taking like the biggest handicap that is offered, because you can play it where every time you roll a tier you just get 1. But I'm going to try for the first one to not go too easy on myself. All right, so that means we can move up to 1 space, spend a time. That's all I need. So I spend a time. I do move the noise level up 1. Y'all are going to have to keep me honest on this because I played an action card. So I'm going to move into the bunker. And I think that's it. That's all I'm doing. Chronicles of Rage says, oh snap, the Eyeless. This sucker has killed me on the 2nd turn more than once. They do a lot of damage. Look, starting off, they do 3 damage. It's kind of crazy. I'm just gonna do a little sharpening on this. Okay, that's a little better. Great. So that's it. That's my turn. I'm only doing that. So that means that I have 5 time to spend to get better cards. We definitely want to spend 2 on a search. 1, 2. And I have more. Should I do a distraction? Should I get a guard and a close call? Oh, so things you play as like reactions or on during the killer phase when it's not your active turn, don't add to your noise level. Just a heads up. Oh, 3 Musketeers. If I'm playing against Inkanyamba in the Sacred Groves again, I am playing on the easiest mode possible with these tier dice. Yeah, Von Bleed says, we finally have tier dice and Paula finally rolls okay. Well, one other thing to point out is these are just, in general, not only are they tier dice, they're just a different set of dice. It could be that I just have a bum set of dice that I was sent in my original core set. You know what I mean? Let's do 2 for... Oh, guard or sprint. I'll do 1 for the close call. And then do I want more movement? Or do I want to be able to potentially protect myself against the sandworms? I don't know. Just make a choice. Just make a decision. Okay, if my goal is to save people, I need more movement. Let's spend the 2 on the sprint. This is what I'm doing. Jacob over on Twitch has redeemed some channel points for Don't Forget to Hydrate. So I'm going to have some of my beverage. And if you have a beverage, now's a good reminder that you should have some of it. Popcorn. Okay. That's my last 2 time. Goes back to 6. Ooh, do we do the killer phase and then the sand snakes? Or it might not matter. Let me, oh, it's over here. Let me just double check when in the phase this says to do the sand snakes. At the end of the killer phase. Okay. So we do the killer phase first. So, I'm just going to target and move 1 space. I think it's going to come over to the general store because that's where the most victims are, even though it is equidistant from this exit and the general spore. That's very funny. That's like a mushroom shop name in Bob's Burgers or something, right? Hey, Chopper Dan. Surprise stream. I think it makes sense to go toward where there are more people. Wow, I keep knocking these over. Okay, so we'll move one. The eyeless will move one to that center space. Now we will pull a terror card. I do have a bad feeling about this. Oh, good. The horror goes up 1, so it's now at 5. Increase the noise level by 1, so now it's at 2. And draw the next terror card. I have a really bad feeling about this. That's really not good. On the hunt. The horror level goes up again. I'm immediately at 6. I blame Camelisk because I didn't try and focus. Okay, so this means, yeah, the horror, this is bad. This means that if the horror level is 4 or higher, the eyeless will target me, the final girl, move and attack. It's not. The horror level is just at 2. So it will then do its regular target, move, attack. It's already in this space with victims, so it doesn't need to move. Oh, the other thing is it's if the horror level is at 4 and the eyeless can reach me with their movement, then they will do the top thing. But if the horror level is at 4, but the eyeless was too far away to get to me, it wouldn't resolve. We would go to the otherwise. So now it does an attack. It does 3 damage because it's nasty. So one of these victims dies. They're dead. And the bloodlust... No, why is this happening? Why is this happening? So the bloodlust goes up 1, which increases the horror level. Which means I'm down to 1 die, and it's bad. So yeah. Mim Green, I did check the noise level, so it would be 4. If it was 4 and it could reach me, but our noise level is at 2, so we're okay. We go down to this one. Bye, Corn Squash. Nice to see you here. Okay, so that's our 2 tarot cards for this turn, and now we also need to pull sand snakes and see what they do. Christian Fisher, yes, we are in some sort of slasher film. Hello, welcome. Maybe trying to do too much. Clacy, not. I don't think I was trying to do too much. I did one thing on my turn. This always happens to me. Okay, a sand snake attacks at the trailer park. If it is collapsed, attack the bunker instead. The sand snake does 1 damage to 1 target on that space using the following priority. Victim, you, minion, killer. So this person dies. I guess I won't be saving anyone. Oh, I bet that makes the bloodlust go up probably, right? It doesn't specify, but typically every time a victim dies, the bloodlust goes up, even if it wasn't caused by the killer. So the bloodlust goes up, and we discard the next tarot card. I don't think this game is going to last very long. Oops. So this just is discarded. I'm just going to put it on the bottom. If you have to ask, the bloodlust is going up. Yeah, fair. Okay. So that was bad. Now we have this other sand snake card. A sand snake attacks at the crossroads. If it is collapsed, it has, because that happened immediately. Oh, good. It attacks at the bunker instead. How can this always happen to me? Oh, yes. And this victim will panic. Thank you. Don't let me forget that. Truly, this is wild what is happening. So, this victim will die because I didn't get a guard like an absolute fool. That makes the bloodlust go up, which makes the horror level go up. It can't, so the bloodlust goes up. And now I have a dark power 2 turns into the game. We might be resetting and starting over. I cannot believe this. This isn't even 2 turns into the game. It's 1 turn into the game. Cool. That's fine. I would like to get some tears. I'm crying. It's not from the dice. It's just from the cards. Okay. That's done. So now we have the panic phase. So this victim will panic because it's in the space where someone died and is there with the killer. So let's roll a die and see where they go. 5. They will run to the electric tower. Okay. Now it's the upkeep phase. Our noise level will go back down to 0. And my walk card can go back to the 0 cost stack. Cool. Everything's going fine. Not a problem. Everything's fine. No issues at all. Paula is secretly playing as the killer in all these games. Boy. Let's take a look at the dark power we revealed. After you attack the eyeless, place it in your space and lose a health. It has a quick counter. I don't even think we're going to get that far. All right. Too bad we didn't already have the canned chili for our turn. Okay. So we are going to search. That is going to be one thing we do, which will cause 1 noise. We're only rolling 1. You know what? We have to try and focus first, I think. Let's see if we can lower this. Maybe we'll get lucky. That's still 1 noise level. 1 die. We're choosing even a tier die. I'm going to discard my weak attack and short rest to make it successful so we can get 2. Discarding card doesn't count for your noise. So that will then make it successful. The horror level will go down by 1. So now I'll have 2 dice, but I also lose 1 time and all my cards. I am going to search and then that is it. That's what I'm doing. People, how in the world, how do people win? Honestly, how do you all win this game? I am legitimately bad at it. Is that true? Is that a true thing? Am I bad? Because I'm like, how do you all do this? I either run out of cards because I'm trying to do too much, or I try and take my time and then all the victims are dead before I can save them. What do I do? What do I do? We pray to RNGesus. All right, so I'll roll 2 dice and hope to find something in my search. And the noise level will go up 1 because I'm making noise from searching. Have you tried cheating? Yes. Yes, I have. 3 Musketeers is pointing out I have bad luck. Yes. Chronicles of Rage. Now you're doing fine. This is just a really brutal feature film. I feel like season 3 is full of nothing but really brutal feature films. Okay. So I have a tier dice and a conversion. Now I could just take the tier, basically resolve the fail, take the tier, and get the top item of that stack. But if I do that, the horror goes up by 2, and that seems not worth the balance of getting the tier die. So I think it's Freak Boy and W says, Season 3 was made for those of us who have played the earlier seasons as a challenge. That's what Ryder Games said. Well, don't they know that I'm not good at it. No, get into games. If you've never played before, I would not recommend going straight into season 3. I would pick something from season 1 or 2 based on, I would start, here's what I would recommend. Obviously you have to get the core set, and then I would say get Camp Happy Trails, because it is like your basic base rule set feature film. And then if you want to get one other one, choose one from either season 1 or 2 that you just like the theme of. And that's where I would start. Oh, well, this makes me feel better. Freak Boy says, Paula, I've played a lot and I'm just as good as you. Okay, cool. MD Smith says, I get my butt kicked every time I play this one. All right, cool. I'm going to take my close call, which will put more noise. The close call does make more noise. I'm going to re-roll just this die. I should probably be spending cards, but then, ugh. Come on. This is not good die luck mitigation. It's a success! It's a success! You can't see it. There it is. Yay! One success and a tier I don't get. Okay. So that means one success, I take the top item in my space and I lose a time. But I now have canned chili, which I can use to basically distract, I think, a sandworm. It's basically, it says, I was going to save it for myself, but I should get my little tokens out. Basically, 3 times, ignore the effects of a sand snake attack in your space or an adjacent space for you and any victims present. So that is very cool. But only in my space or adjacent. So, I mean, all these other people... Well, I think they were on the Jeep Trail. Oh, no. All these other people... SOL. But I'm going to put tokens on, and I'll remove the tokens when I have used them. Okay. All this for a can of chili, you know? We do our best. That's my turn. I have 4 to spend. I'm going to get the walk because it's free. I really want to get my horror down. I think I might get the distraction and try to make that work. I'm going to get the distraction for 3 and the other close call for 1. That's the 4 that I have, so that'll reset to 6. And put these other cards back into the shop. And that's my turn, so now we do the killer phase. So the killer will move 1 space toward victims, and he's going to go to the electrical tower where there are the most. That's where the eyeless goes. And then we're going to pull a terror card and see what happens. We have to make some noise. No, we don't. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, one of them will die. The eyeless is going to target a victim, move, and attack. They don't need to move because they're in a space with 1. So, they attack twice. So that means they're going to kill both of these people, aren't they? I'm not saving anyone. This is gross. So both of these will die because he does 2 attacks. The bloodlust goes up twice, which means the horror goes up again. I get my bloodlust track. Look how quickly it's gone. Terrible. Terrible. Okay, now we pull our sand snakes. Oh, okay, boy, this came up fast. So this is after resolving and discarding the other sand snake card that was drawn, shuffle this and everything back. So basically you take your discard pile and you reshuffle whenever you see this card, but we have to do this one now. A sand snake attacks at the water tower. The sand snake does damage to 1 target on that space. No one's there. So one quiet night, if you will. We got off very lucky this turn. So This and all of our other cards will get shuffled back into the Sand Snake deck. No victims will panic because there are none left alive who witnessed any deaths. And it will be my turn again. And I truly, truly do not know what to do. I'm so far away from everyone. I'm 3 movement away from the mountain pass. Because of this, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 movement away from this exit. Okay, question. Maybe since it's called Final Girl, you're just supposed to save yourself. That is the most important bit. I could just stay here. Make no noise. Let me put this back down to 0. Do nothing. How many cards do I have? 1. I have 6 cards. I could try and just lower the horror. Do nothing but that. Spend time to get another search card, to get some other things. Next turn, try and get more items from here, and then move. But the Eyeless is just going to kill all the people. So or do you think it's better to try and get to one of the rock formations and stay there? Get the horror down and hide in the rocks. All right. I'm going to try and get the horror down. We'll see how that goes. And then maybe I try to move onto the rocks, and that's the turn. I just want to save people. I never unlock my ultimate ability. I am going to... We have to start with a focus, because I don't have enough dice for the distraction to get the most out of it. So I'm going to play my focus. Yeah, the victims are just going to go. I have a feeling I'm not even going to be able to save 4 of them, but you know what? Clancy Knocked brings up a great point. How well do I know them anyway? Thank you for that subscription over on Twitch, Buccarino. So 1 die to try and get the focus down. Please, just be a success. Just be a success. Oh my goodness, it worked. It is a success. I rolled a 5. That's awesome. So that means I lose a time. Oh, I make a little noise. And then the horror level goes down by 1. Cool. Now I'm going to play a distraction. That is going to make the noise level go up again. But this time I'm rolling 2 dice. And what if I roll 2 successes this time? Because if I do, the horror will go down 2. And I'll feel a little better. Don't push it. Don't push it. But it could happen. Why not me? Why not me? Good things happen to people. Why not happen to me? I haven't earned any tears yet, Zumherger. Von Blade, that is very nice to say. It says Paula's ultimate ability is being hugely entertaining to watch, regardless of dice luck. Come on. Zumherger! How could you do this to me? Coming in chat, asking about the tier dice, fully triggered this situation. A full fail. But I do get 2 tiers. Oh my goodness, we're getting a raid over on Twitch. Hello, Raider. Sydney! Oh, welcome everyone. If you're watching on YouTube right now, another channel that was just live on Twitch just wrapped up and sent all their viewers over to us. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see you. My name is Paula, if you don't know me. I stream board games and video games, and right now I am playing the solo horror game Final Girl, and I'm losing real bad, as usual. So this is a full fail. I can't do anything about it. So I do get 2 tiers, which I could immediately spend to move 1 space. But I just don't know at this point that that's worth it. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed Pendragon. Naceries. How was your stream, Sydney? Okay, so here's the thing to choose from here. So no success. I can choose to have the horror go down 1, but I'm going to lose 4 time. Or the horror can go up and I lose 2 time. I'd rather lose 4 time and be down at 1 and have the horror go down 1. Now, here's something I can do. I can spin both these tier dice and get 2 time back. Let's think about if that's worth it. I am saying the level of horror, but because of my southern accent, I guess maybe it sounds like horror. The horror. I think we spend both tier dice immediately and we get some of our time back. 1, 2. That's what I think we should do. It is a solo game only, Ukina-chan. I've just realized, have I never said your name out loud? I don't know. It's a solo game only, but you can, because of that, you could co-op it. You could play it cooperatively with other people, but it is made only for solo players. So, I'm going to stay where I am. I'm going to hold on to these cards. I've given myself 3. I kind of think I could just get another distraction. Let's go for it. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to spend all 3 of what I have. I'm going to get another distraction to try and get the horror down more next turn. Maybe this is wild, but you know what? We got to try things to know if they work. So and I get these cards. Wait. How many cards do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. That's what I did. These are the choices that I've made. So I spent all that. The noise level is at 2. The killer is going to go. So the killer is going to move 1 space. He's just going after everybody. Down on the old road. Down to the old road. If you haven't gotten any tears, that means you've been rolling lots of successes. It just means I haven't been taking full failures. And I'm only like 2 turns in. It's gone downhill so fast. Okay. Tarot card. Blood-curdling screams. If there are no victims on the board, there are. Panic all victims. And then, we will not do the top thing because the noise level is not 4 or higher. It's only at 2. So then the killer will target, move, and attack once. Okay. But everyone panics. So let's see where they go. Let's start at the top and we'll work our way around. Excuse me. A 1. Oh, they cannot go there. So I guess they'll just stay because this is blocked off because it has a sinkhole. So I think they just stay then. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. This person in the house. A 5. They will run to the safe rock space. That is not bad. Yeah, chocolate wine brings up a good point. You can mix and match scenarios. So the feature films come with 2 final girls who you can play as. You choose one to play. And then a location and a killer. But you can take any of those bits, any of the final girls, any location, any killer, and mash them together. There's like almost infinite replayability, right? Thanks for being here, 3 Musketeers. Hi, Empire Jeff. Saying don't make a sound is a sound, and that's right. That is correct. Okay, this person. 2. They run this way. these two people. This one first. A 5. They run to the exit. I don't hate that. This person. A 4. They run to the safe rock space. Okay, that's good. So it might be hard to tell, but I know where to panic these people to because the number that comes up on the die corresponds to a direction on the board. All right, the person with the killer. A 2, so they're going to run here to the Jeep Trail. The person in the Jeep Trail, a 5, they are going to run to the killer. You about to die, sir. And then the person in the Mountain Pass, a 5, will run to this safe space. Okay, 3 people are now in safe area from the sandworm, the sand snake, excuse me. So that's something, but the killer is going to get them. So now they've panicked, and now the killer will kill this victim. No one will panic because, again, because no one else was at the old road. But the horror level, the bloodlust goes up. They're going to do 4 damage now. That's quite bad. And we discard the next tarot card because the game doesn't want... Oh, we would have had to discard this anyway. Okay. The game wants us to be quick. We discarded, what, 2 or 3 tarot cards so far? Yeah, RIP person running to the sand snake. Hello, G Northwest. Oh, hello. If it isn't the star of Blood of the Wild. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying the show. I really appreciate that, G Northwest. Okay. Now, sand snakes. Sorry, I need to check a text message that just came in. I'm going to put my pause screen real quick. I'll be right back, and we'll resolve the sand snakes. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Sand snake time. Okay, this one. A sand snake attacks at the trailer park. But no one's there. So we're good. Yay! A sand snake attacks at the general store. But no one's there. That's one good thing is people get killed. Fewer of them will then continue to be killed by the sand snake. All right. Okay. I think that's everything we need to do. So I think it's my turn again. Now, let's see. Do I have a sprint? What the heck? Okay, here's a sprint. I'm going to play. I have a lot of cards. I'm going to play a distraction. My noise level should lower now. I'm going to play a distraction, see if we can get the horror down a little more. And then thank you for that subscription, G Northwest. The more people die, the fewer that can be killed. And that is a silver lining. Hey, Hornist, welcome in. How are you? You just got here, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try and get the horror level down. So I'm rolling 2 dice. We're playing this distraction, and we're hoping it's going to be good. I think these dice are just as cursed, if not more cursed than the last. I'll say it. I'll say it. All right, I get 2 tears. I have a total fail. So I will do this where the horror level will still go down 1, but I'm going to lose 4 time. Oh, and my noise goes up 1 for doing an action. Nobody saw it. Quick, roll again, says Ghost Eye. Oy. Okay. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think we'd play a lot of, I don't know. Oof. Oh, this is okay. Look, I can slowly work this down. We are not going to have more horror levels go up from the Bloodlust track. They might from the Terror deck, but... Okay, but you know what I am going to do? I'm going to try and sprint. Because maybe I can run down here and pick up this person and try and save them. So that is what I'm going to do next. So I'm rolling 2 dice. Oh, this will be another sound noise level. Okay, that's 1 success and 1 fail. I won't get a tier from this because a success will resolve. So that means I move up to 2 spaces. I will lose a time to do it. I'm not going to be able to get a lot of cards this turn, but that's cool. So I'm going to move up to 2 spaces. 1, 2, which means I can pick up, this victim will come with me. And I think what I will also do now is spend my 2 tiers, because for 2 tiers I can move 1 space and they will come with me. So this person is going to come with me to the mountain pass and then they will be saved, which means I can put them on my card here. And look, I could lower the horror level by 2. Y'all. That might be worth doing. Or I can take a search action card. I think I'm going to lower the horror level by 2. So I'm going to put this person here. Lower the horror by 2. Okay. 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 Three minutes to get through airport security? That is quick, Zumherger. It's a Christmas miracle. Straven, why are the dice real? Should we try? Here's the thing, I can focus. I think we should wait. Because anything could happen. And if I focus and get this down and then don't even get to get the advantage of it because the horror level just goes up, I think we just leave it now, frankly. I have made 2 noise because I have distraction and a sprint. Oops, this should have come down 1. I have 1 time to spend, which isn't a lot. Now I can discard cards. Is there something I don't want? I will need to start thinking about attacking. You know, it's not enough to just save people and get items, right? Like, you do also need to kill the monster you're fighting, right? So if I discard my short rest, I'll get another time, which means I have 2 to spend, which means I could get a guard or a sprint or a search. And part of me thinks maybe I should get a guard. Oh, teal. That makes more sense, honestly. Straven says, why are the dice teal? It's because I'm playing with... So the dice in the game are normally look like this. They're red. But I am playing with these special dice. They're called tier dice. And whenever you roll a fail and you get this little tier symbol, you collect tier tokens, which you can spend, for special actions. So this set of dice is teal because they represent the tiers of your failures. I'm going to spin the 2 to get a card. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing on my turn. Okay, so this will reset. This is still at 2. The distraction goes here. The sprint goes here. Oh, this was discarded, not put into this. I put that in the wrong place. So actually, I think I get this focus back. Uh-oh. I lost track, so I don't deserve it. I'm just going to leave that there with the short rest because I wasn't paying close enough attention. All right. The teal dice are meant to make the game slightly easier. Yes, chocolate wine, which is why I'm using them because I never win. I have horrible dice luck. So Zumherger, who you might see in chat over on Twitch, sent me the tier dice to try and help. Oh man, Ito, the Poltergeist feature film is so hard. I think it's a really fun one, but it is so hard. Okay, that's my turn. So now it's the killer phase. So they're going to target and move. Ooh, do we think they're going to go to the sheep farm? Because that puts them closer to more victims. Or do we think they're going to go to the Jeep trail because that puts them closer to me? Wow, Ito, that's crazy. 1 on the 3rd turn. Did your brother... So, sorry, for everyone who can't see this chat, says, and right after my first sad and short attempt, my brother, with no earlier exposure to Final Girl, won on the 3rd turn. That makes me think your brother did something wrong. I have a total, gelatinous noob. I've the definite dice curse. I guess you're right. It will go for victims before it goes for me. I'm eating popcorn so rudely. I'm so sorry. So I think it'll go toward the other victim. So it's going to go to the sheep farm. Okay. Now let's see what tarot card. We do not have that many tarot cards left. Oh, no! Minor Dark Power. When resetting the noise level, reset it to 1 instead of 0. That's not the end of the world, frankly, but what's a bummer about this is it adds 2 more health. So now, here, we'll put it here. We have to take health from those spots before we can take health from the other spots. So the eyeless now has essentially 12 health instead of 10. We haven't done any damage to it yet. I need a weapon is what I need. A gun would be great. But no one dies, which is kind of wild. So we will pull out our sand snakes. Sand snakes! If you are on a rock space, boulder space, you may discard this card with no effect. I'm not, but these people are. I guess that doesn't count. A sand snake attacks your space. The sand snake does damage to 1 target following the following priority victim and then you. I'm just going to take the hit. I could guard against it, but I think I'm just going to take the hit. It's just 1 damage. It's fine. I'm just going to do it. Okay. A sand snake attacks at the crossroads. If it's collapsed, it attacks the bunker instead. No one's there, so nothing happens. Yay! Okay. No one panics because no one died. So this person's in here with a monster, but apparently they're not panicking. It's fine. Oh, he got extremely lucky in that poltergeist game. Caroline revealed herself on the first turn, and he just escaped when the killer was busy killing victims. Well, there you go. There you go. Okay. We could just try and save another victim. Pop in and out here. First, everyone. Oh, this noise will reset. Oh, but it resets to 1 because of the minor dark power. I am going to try to focus. Let's see if we can get down to 3 dice. Why not, right? Why not? Maybe it'll work. 1 success. So that's a success. So that means I will lose a time to do it, but the horror does go down to level 1, which means I can roll 3 dice now, which makes me very happy. So I'm going to play this walk. Now, if this walk works, the noise goes up 1 for the focus and 1 for the walk. So I'm now at 3 because we started at 1. So if I can get 2 successes here, it's possible. I can save this victim because I can move up to 2 spaces, which means I can go bloop, bloop. Okay, 3 dice. Oh, wait! I have canned chili. I'm going to use it and not have taken the damage from that sand snake. Because it says ignore the effects of a sand snake attack in your space or an adjacent space for you and or any victims present. I distracted him with some chili from the bunker. Yeah, that's about right. So 2 tier dice and a 4, which can be converted to a success by... You know what, y'all? I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to leave this as a failure. Because then I'll get 2 tier dice. Or 2 tier tokens. Which I can spend to move 1 space. So, when you fail at walking, I can move up to 1 space. I will hurt myself in the process. So that damage I thought I didn't take, I have taken. I do lose 2 time. So I'm down to 3, which isn't great. But now I can spend these 2 tiers I just got and move. And I can move with this person back into the mountain pass, which will save them. Which means I can take a search action card, I can heal 1, or I can move 1 space. I'm going to move 1 space to the Jeep Trail because the killer can't, well, he can't get to me. It doesn't matter. I'm moving 1 space. That's the choice I've made. That's the choice I've made. Who wouldn't be distracted by chili? Okay. So I think that's it. That's all I'm going to do. So I have 3 time to spend on cards. I will pick these up. This focus and this short rest. I can spend all 3 on an improvise. I already have a guard. But I could also get a search to try and get a weapon. Because I kind of need a weapon. Because a weak attack is not going to do it. I mean, a critical blow. What have I got? I'm going to discard the short rest again to get 1 more time because I want to sprint for 2 and I want to search for 2. That's what I want to spend it on. I'm not going to use this to heal, so I've discarded it to spend it. So that's all my time. These cards go back to the market. And that's the end of my turn. I have created 3 levels of noise. And now the killer will go. They don't need to move a space because they're already in a space with a victim, so they won't do that. So we'll just flip over a tarot card and see what happens. Yeah, boy. Lots of ways to die out here. A rattlesnake appears. You may play action cards that inflict damage if you wish. Then, if the rattlesnake is still alive, I would take 2 damage. If I take any damage, the bloodlust goes up, and then the rattlesnake leaves. Oh my gosh. I could weak attack it. It looks like it has just one hit point. I think we should just weak attack and see if we can kill it. So we're going to do that. I'm rolling 3 dice. And I just need to get 1 success. Okay. 1 success, but 2 tier dice. 2 tiers. So 1 success means I do damage to it, but I will take a damage. That's okay. I will take a damage. I'm down to 4 of 6 health. It's not the end of the world. And the rattlesnake is dead. And I don't have to... No, if you take... No, then if the rattlesnake is still alive. Okay. This was worth doing because only if the rattlesnake is still alive do you resolve everything else. So the bloodlust is not going to go up. Because I killed it. I got bit in the process, but I did kill it. Okay. That is a neat card. That's a cool card to have. And then that's it? Okay. Okay, it's sand snakes. Okay, we're going to shuffle. A sand snake attacks the water tower. We just keep pulling the same, like, 4 cards over and over. Nothing happens. Okay. Okay. Look. This is not the end of the world. What's going on here? We could, if I can start to get some attack cards, things could maybe be fine. And the fact that I think that means that things are probably going to start to go very bad. Oh yeah, Ghost Eye, that's how I play this game. Ghost Eye says, I can already hear Paula saying, it's okay, it's just 1 damage, all the way down to 0 health left. That's how I play this game. I try and get, because you get an extra die to roll when you're down to 1 hit point. So I just try and let myself get down to 1 hit point, because I need the extra die. Alright. Okay, that was not a bad start, I feel like. Or a bad turn. Like, that whole thing, we did okay. Okay, so the noise goes down to 1 because of the minor dark power. That's at 6. The weak attack I spent, so I'm going to put it... No, this stays in the play area until the end of the turn, right? Okay. I don't have a ton of cards. Oof. I'm so far from the general store to try and get items. I am going to... Marzipan Beetle! Oh, I'm sorry you lost your connection. I'm glad you're back. I'm somehow still alive. Against all odds. I'm going to try and sprint over to... Let's be bold. I'm going to try and sprint over to our killer. Or I could sprint to the general... Let's see what happens. I'm going to try and sprint. And it'll either be to the killer or to the general store, depending on how well the roll goes. I don't have to say ahead of time. Y'all, I just rolled 2 successes. Holy cow. Okay. That means I can move up to 3 spaces. I will lose a time. That means I can go to the general store. 1, 2, 3. That does create noise. I'm going there, and I'm going to search. Maybe we can get something good. Why not? I'm searching. I roll 3 dice again. Okay. 1 success and 2 that could be... I kind of want to see... So if I get... I kind of want to convert one of these. I know. I have, like, no cards left. Searching makes the sound go up. I'm going to spend my focus and my close call. I'm going to convert one of these to a success. I only have 2 cards left, but that's okay because I'm going to be done after this. And what this does is it means that instead of just taking the top item, I can take the top item and the one underneath and decide which thing I want to keep. So let's see. Hello, Chris Maley. Well, I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for being here and saying hi. So we could get the telescoping 10-foot pole, which would let me skip 1 space when moving from a boulder space, but victims won't come with me. Or household chemicals. Discard during the action phase and choose your space or an adjacent space. Then roll a die and deal damage equal to the result to everyone in the target space. I'm sorry, like the number on the die? I'm keeping that. Because I can... What? I'm keeping household chemicals. Are you crazy? I'm putting this on the bottom of the deck. I love that. That's great. That's the end of my turn. I only have 2 cards, which isn't amazing, but how much did I spend? 1 to sprint, 1 to search. So I have 4 to spend. And I think we get... Oof. A retaliate or a furious strike? I'm going to get... The bloodlust is probably going to start to go up again. Like the horror is probably going to go up at some point. Ooh, I'm so torn if I want to retaliate or a furious strike. I'm going to do a furious strike. Why not? That's what I'm doing. It's not a lot of cards, but then I will also get, well, I get these, a walk, a short rest, and a focus back. And then these will all go, let me put this over there. These will all go back to where they came from. Okay. That's pretty good. Now the killer phase, they don't need to move because they're in a space with a person. So we're almost to the finale. On the hunt, there it goes. The horror goes up 1. I knew it was going to happen. Ooh, the noise is only 3, so we don't do this top thing, right? I didn't miss a noise level going up. I did 2 cards. I didn't use any weapons or anything that would have made extra noise, and we started at level 1. I think I'm okay. Okay. Freeboy NW is saying, I've had that item, chance of doing 6 damage, and I successfully did 1. Also, Kestrel, I want to celebrate with you the new record. I've now twice in a row rolled 2 successes. So I don't think it won't do the top thing because the noise level is not at 4. Oh, I should set my time back to 6. So it's going to attack and kill this victim. So the bloodlust goes up. Nothing happens other than its movement increases. It hasn't needed to use it, but it's going to get to me very easily now. Okay. All right. So now let's see what the snakes do. This is why I literally keep pulling. I've pulled the trailer park one. I don't know if there's duplicates, but I keep pulling the trailer park. Is anyone at the trailer park? No one is at the trailer park, so nothing happens. What's cool though is you can see here that if it comes out at a place where the killer is, it will damage the killer as well, which is a really cool thing. Hi, David Phillips. Okay. And then the sand snake attacks the house. No one's at the house. Cool. Awesome. Oh, okay. The sand snakes started out rough, but they haven't been as bad these last couple turns. Oh, Chronicles of Rage says household chemicals and some lucky rolls are the only way I've ever defeated Eyeless at this location. Well, cross your fingers for us. All right. I'm going to focus first, which will put the noise level at 2. I'm rolling 2 dice. I would like to try to get back to having 3 to roll, so that's why I'm doing this. Well, nothing happens. I get 2 tier dice. Yay. And I lose 2 time. That sucks. It is nice, though. I will say the tier dice do help with mitigating, like, how bad it feels when you roll failures. Yeah, this cool little Final Girl dice tray came with the box that the tier dice came in, along with this extra little, like, mat that has a place for my hand of cards to go. It's very cool. Okay, that failed. Okay. Honestly, I kind of think I don't do anything else. I have 4 time. I get a planning. I could get a retaliate. You could just leave it at that. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what I do. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm gonna stay at the general store. I'm gonna spend the 4 time that I have to get I think I'm gonna get a retaliate. That's what I've done. We'll get these cards back. Let me count my cards. You can have a hand limit of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm good. This focus card goes back here. That's the end of my turn. I spent my 4 times, so that goes there. We'll pull our last tarot card, which means the finale is coming out this turn. Woof. Is it nearby? If the eyeless is within 2 spaces of you, increase the noise level by 1. 3 away. It's a good thing I didn't walk closer, because if so, it would have come after me, which is okay. I have a guard and a retaliate, so honestly, it wouldn't be a bad thing to get it to come to me at this point. But there it is. Yeah, it's 3 away, no matter how you slice it. So he will move here, and he will attack this person. We cannot discard the next tarot card as the bloodlust goes up, because we're out. There are no more tarot cards, which means that as this happens, we reveal our finale. If the noise level is 4+, repeat the above killer action with the final girl as the target. So it's going to target, move, and attack twice every turn now. And if I've made a lot of noise this round, it's going to do it twice with me as the target the second time. Yay! We also need to panic this victim because they witnessed their friend get murdered. They run to the house. Okay. I think that's everything. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. We've only pulled 1 event this whole game. Oh, yes. The dice tray is upside down. Let's make it read final girl now. Okay. All right, we're going to try and focus again. Come on. Okay, these are both 4s, which means that I can discard 2 cards. To make it... You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to discard my weak attack and my short rest. Is that dumb? Maybe. But I'm discarding those to make this a success. So the horror level goes back down to 1. So we can roll 3 dice. I will lose a time to do it. And now I'm going to try and walk. I'm going to try to walk over. That's 1 sound. Sorry, that is on 2. That should be on 2. Now I'm going to try and walk to this monster. I roll 3 dice. That is no successes, y'all. So that's 2 more tier tokens. That means that with 4, I could roll 6 dice on something. I could spend all 4 to roll 6 dice. That's pretty cool. For a fail, I can move up to 1 space. I will take a damage and I will lose 2 time. It's not great, but I am going to move into the space with this victim because I want the monster to come to me. Yeah, Chronicles of Rage. Thanks for proving me wrong, dice. Yeah, I did roll some fails even after having Final Girl facing the right way. What are you going to do? Okay, I have 3 time to spin. And I like, well, the walk I don't necessarily need. 4. I could get another guard and 2 close calls for 4. It's not a bad idea. You know what? I'm going to discard this walk because he's going to come to me. To get 1 more time, I'm going to use the 4 time to get a guard, which costs 2, and then both close calls, which each cost 1. Then I get this focus back, and all these other cards will go back to their spots. And now we just got to, we're at the end of the game, we just got to like try and wail on this thing. Okay, these all go back into the 0 cost cards. This is wild that I have all these cards here. This is not normal. I think I'm doing okay. What did I do? I walked and I focused, so this should be, noise level should be at 3. I think that's right. Dylan K, I live on the edge. I have 3 health, but it can kill me in 1 go. But I have 2 guards and a retaliate, so I don't think I have more than 10 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I only have 7 cards in my hands. We're not at our hand limit. All right. Wait. I'm going to do this right now. Hold on. Technically I've moved past my action phase, but I'm just going to retcon a little. I'm going to throw my household chemicals. During the action phase, I can discard this. Choose my space or an adjacent space. The killer is on an adjacent space. And no one else is in the space with him, so no one else will take damage. Roll a die and deal damage equal to the result to everyone in the target space. I'm doing this. I'm doing this right now. Ready? Come on. Come on. Big 6. Oh, y'all, I just rolled a 5 damage. Yes! So that means the minor dark power damage goes away. This card is done. And 3 more. Oh, that was so good. I can't believe it. That was amazing. Yes. Okay. Hey, Agents Fire. This is Final Girl. It's a solo game. It's great. It's based on you're like trying to survive a horror film. All right. Okay. That was a good thing to do. Now let's see what happens. So, for the killer phase, it's going to target, move, and attack twice. That is the first thing that happens. So the first time, moves into the space with us. So this is kind of bad, but I could, so the first attack will go to the victim. I could just save my card. I could use my guard to try and save the victim. There's no reason other than morality to not let the eyeless kill the victim first. Struyven, exactly. Throw the chemicals at the snakeworm thing. Well, this is like a weird spidery deal. The eyeless looks like... So we have sand snakes here, but we also have this weird, like... You can't really see it very well, but it's like a spider thing, but with the, kind of like the face of like a monster from The Last of Us. Oh, here. This is what it looks like. This is what we're fighting right now. Oh, don't forget. Don't let me forget. When I attack the eyeless, I place it in my space and I lose a health. Oh, wait. Does throwing this thing at it count as attacking it? Ooh, what do we think? Does it come after me? I mean, it doesn't... The only thing that matters is if so, then I lose a health. I didn't play an attack card. The card doesn't say attack. It just says discard this. Because you do damage to everyone in the space, Freak Boy says no. I think so. So I think this does not trigger that as an attack. But remind me that when I attack, and I think it's not a defense. It's not one of these blue cards. But when I play an attack card on it, help me remember to do that. Okay. I think I'm going to let it kill this victim, which sucks. But that means I can hold on to my cards. I'm not going to use a guard on this. So this victim dies, unfortunately. And the Bloodlust would go up 1. We would discard the next tarot card, but we're already out. So then he attacks again. So now he will attack me. The noise level is not above 4, so the second attack will not happen. So for this, he's going to do 4 damage, which is enough to kill me. So I'm going to play my Retaliate card. So I either survive this or I die right now. I'm still rolling 3 dice. So if I get 2 successes, I ignore all damage and I deal 2. If I get 1 success, I'll only take 2 damage and I'll deal 1 back. So let's see what happens. Should I do the 4 and roll 6 dice? No, I'm going to save that for an actual attack card. I'll save that for when I'm rolling like my Furious Strike or something. I think. Okay, I got 1 success, which means I will reduce damage from the attack by 2, so I'll take 2 damage, which means I now get an extra die, and I will deal 1 back, which isn't incredible, but it's something, and that was my Retaliate. Okay. Okay, now we do the Sand Snakes. Okay, a sand snake attacks at the old road. No one's there. A sand snake attacks at the general store. No one's there. Okay. I survived the hit. Now it's my turn. This now goes back to 0 because we don't have the minor dark power, making it start at 1. Okay. I think I play my Furious Strike. It will only do 2 damage. I don't have anything to buff it with, but then maybe I can use time to try and get a critical blow for next turn. I have 2 guards, and that's that. So I may or may not... I can't really take him out in one go, but... Yes, when I oh, he will damage me. Oh, shoot. Wait, how do I do this? I can't. It'll just kill me. I don't have any healing. So So, ooh, what do I do? What do y'all think? I could just do nothing, but then he's going to attack me twice, and all I have are guards. I could die anyway. I don't have any movement. I can't retreat. I can only guard, which very likely is going to kill me anyway, because I'll either reduce damage by 2, which will still kill me, or if I get 2 successes, if I get 4 total successes, basically, I will ignore all damage and survive, but probably just get your affairs in order. Maybe tell your family you love them, clear your internet history. Yeah, I kind of think maybe we go out with a Furious Strike. Oh, man! I didn't quite plan it quite properly, did I? Spend a turn to get a long rest. Hope you live long enough to use it. I could do that. Or I could try and do some damage, take some myself, and hope that I have secret health. What do you think? I kind of think that's the more exciting way to go. That's what I want to do. That's what we're doing. Is it the best gameplay? Probably not. But I think it's fun. So I'm gonna play my Furious Strike. I'm furious, y'all. I roll 4 dice because I have 1 hit point left. 2 successes means I can lower the horror and do 2 damage. Gamble on the secret health. I wish I had extra weapons, but I don't. So I won't be able to do more than 2, but that's okay. Look at that roll. Oh, this does 1 noise. I'm just gonna, you know what, y'all? No, I will discard the focus in the close call to convert this 4 into a success. So now I have 2 successes. Okay. And that means the horror will go down by 1. I do 2 damage. So I've got him down to only 4 left. But I take 1 back because of the quick counter here. When you attack the eyeless, place it in your space, and you lose 1 health. So this is either blank on the back, and this kills me. My brave attempt to take this thing out with me will kill me while it still has some health left. Or there's health on the back of this, and I can survive maybe 1 more round. Let's find out. Oh, no! Oh. Yeah, if I had waited, maybe I could have lasted a couple more turns and won, but I think that was exciting, and I think it was worth trying it that way. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually have to discard the cards. I could have discarded tier dice to convert the 4 to a success. You know what? In the end, I think that was one of my more successful attempts, I feel like. It started out, and I really thought this is going to be bad, but we ended up, like, really being able to manage our horror level once we got past all of this. And we managed to do a couple of good things. Let's see what kind of... Did I have any better items I could have found? There was a rifle in there. That would have been good. I could have gotten the rifle. Bet you could have reasoned with them. Yeah. A 6-shooter. Those chemicals were so helpful. I can't believe I did 5 damage to the monster with them. More household chemicals. Ooh, an elephant gun. Oh, I want that. Though it says, may only be used with Critical Blow, which is a 6-cost card. If the card is revealed during setup, swap it with the face-up item card at the bunker. That's cool. It does 3 damage if you hit with it at a range of 1. That's pretty awesome. That, I think, was pretty good. I like this scenario. This was kind of crazy. I feel like I got kind of lucky with the sand snakes as well, where they did some damage to begin with, but then they were not as bad as the victims died. I wish one had come up, though, where the eyeless was and had done some damage to our killer, but, you know. I like this Freak Boy says, one of the feature films has an AK-47 and a pool noodle. Can you imagine chasing the eyeless with a pool noodle? I can, actually. This scenario is called Don't Make a Sound. And the location is Utopia. And the killer is called the Eyeless. Ooh, Chronicles of Rage says, this is another location that I find is great to play against certain killers. If you're facing multiple opponents, such as the intruders or the birds, the sandworms can really help you out. That is really cool. Yeah. Yeah, and the eyeless looks like that. And the the sand snakes, I think I keep calling them worms, but they're snakes. Looks like that. Cool. Yeah, totally not a quiet place. Legally distinct. All of them are. Icho says, this killer is interesting because you can try to control him in a way, if I understand correctly. Making noise on purpose may pull him away from victims with the right conditional tarot card. Yes, that is true. We just didn't get a ton, actually, of those. So the tarot cards I think we mostly had were probably from the Eyeless set as opposed to the location, because not a lot we didn't end up with a ton of, like, noise stuff, but let's see. Another sinkhole. Place the killer in your space. Yee, more sinkholes. There could have been more sinkholes. Oh no, look at this. Minor dark power, building speed. Any victim that panics to another space during the panic phase is killed. Oh, the sheep are dead. Ooh, this is a tarot card that makes more sand snakes. Sand snakes attack doing damage to one target in each space with 2 or more targets. Oh no. If no victims were killed, increase the bloodlust, and then you pull an event. We didn't get any events. This is not an event heavy set. We pulled all of our event cards were not in what. So if you don't know, there are cards, tarot cards specific to the location and specific to the killer. And when you set up your game, you mix them all up and then you just pull 10. So there's tons of stuff that we could have seen that we didn't see. So yeah, there's a lot of events we just didn't pull any. Snakes following you around. Dehydration. Oh no, at the end of the planning phase, reset your time to 5 instead of 6. Yee. Ooh, this is a good one though. We have to stick together. One additional victim may follow you. That's awesome. I never had that, but. Doomsday Planners. So if you pull this, you get the orange and the white meeples out there. They replace the victims. They come like special victims. Place one of the Doomsday Planners in the bunker and the other at the general store. While with a Doomsday Planner, you may roll an additional die while resolving a search at the general store and an additional die when resolving an attack at the bunker. That's cool. That's cool. And then you have a Defiant Teenager. Pretty great. I just think thematically, this game works so well. Thank you so much to Van Ryder Games for sponsoring this stream. I'll do another one later in the month. This technically counts as my April playthrough, even though it's May 2nd. Don't do the math on that. But I'll play, I think I have one Series 3 feature film left that I haven't streamed yet. The Stranger Things one. Falconwood Files, I think it's called. So I'll play that next time I play. And then maybe I'll do something where I paint my mini. It's like, I have my mini. So I might do a stream or something where I paint my mini. But that would be later in the summer, probably June or July. Yeah, maybe we start like mixing things up and just playing Play more. Yeah, I've only done like 1 or 2 painting streams. I don't do them very often because the setup is my painting area is in a completely different part of the house. So to do it here, it's just like a completely different, I have to do all kinds of crazy setup for it, but I think that would be fun. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out on this Final Girl Friday. Thank you so much, Sydney, for raiding over to Twitch. If you were watching this on YouTube, thank you for being here. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, thank you for watching this replay of a live stream. I know it's not as focused as a filmed playthrough that is meant to be just watched after the fact, because this was live, and so there's a lot of interaction. If you want to join in live, it's super fun. They happen here on YouTube, but they also happen over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Paula Deming. I stream board games there in general every week on Thursdays usually with my streaming partner, Matthew Jude. We stream all kinds of things. We'd love to have you join us live. And yeah, I guess that's basically it. Cool. I'm gonna wrap up on YouTube, say goodbye, and then I will say a few more things to everyone on Twitch. And yeah. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. If you're on Twitch, I'll be back momentarily. And if you're on YouTube, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out. Really appreciate y'all. And I'll see you again soon. Go click the link. Check out the game for yourself over on the Van Ryder Games website. They are really supportive of me and what I'm doing, and I really appreciate them. And I think they make great games. They were paying me to say that, but I also actually do believe it. So, all right. Thanks so much, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye. Wait, I'm back because I just saw if Strovian's still in chat. I missed it. Would you recommend to buy the Eyeless, Tormentor, or Razorface based on mechanics only? Ooh, I don't know. Good question. Based on mechanics only. I had a better time. I don't know. Based on mechanics only, I really think, honestly, go with your gut on in terms of theme. I will say I had a really good time playing this one, the Eyeless, just now. So I'm leaning toward that, but it's also fresh in my brain. Okay, that's my answer. Sorry I didn't see it. I hope you, and before I put up the ending screen, I hope that you were here to find the answer. Okay, now I'm saying goodbye to YouTube.